Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the third set of levels for Dr. Mario World, and I beat all these fairly quickly except for 1195, which took quite a while to beat, but finally I was able to get through it. So I'll explain all of that as we get through it, but first off we have this level here, one of the ones where you just start off by destroying all the cannons. And I really don't know if you should try to aim for the bombs first or the viruses first. I would say that probably viruses, just because, I don't know, it probably would be in your best interest to destroy the viruses while they're lined up nicely and then allow the bombs to blow up anything that comes near it later. I don't think it's going to matter in the long run either way. Kind of just go for whatever you feel like. And you can see most of the left side I have pretty cleared out at this point. And the right side I'm having a bit of trouble on. Those reds all lined up next to each other, so it's kind of hard to get to them at the moment. But there is a little section for a blue to go in there if I were able to get one. And yeah, you just kind of want things to start lining up. At the beginning it's impossible for them not to line up really, other than just like a red going next to a blue. But once you get farther into it, they can spread out a little bit more. But hopefully they'll go next to each other, because that's kind of the whole gimmick, is that you're getting them to line up again, so you can destroy them a little bit easier. And then you also have coins you need to get from the blocks. Should not be too difficult. There's most likely going to be viruses surrounding those blocks at all times. And you can always just get the few blocks that got left behind towards the end as well. The crates you don't need to worry about, the bombs you don't need to worry about. If there's no reason to clear them, just leave them alone. And I found the stage somewhat enjoyable, I think. There's not... I didn't think it was difficult, and it's kind of fun to kind of get into these sections that are made to easily hit the floating viruses, who are sometimes the most annoying ones to hit, really. So we've gotten most of the stuff here. I tried to bring that double blue over to hit that bomb finally, but I just did it a little bit too late. And then I'm also going to need to get to those reds. I probably should just try to get to them from the top. But instead I do the opposite here. Actually, you know what? That was a pretty good move. I'm okay with that. And then I assume we use this red one here to go up to them once again. Yeah, so we hit those there. They spread out a little bit. Two of them line up to each other, so I can do that. Can get a few more hits in on that block as well. It still has another hit left in it. So there we go. We've hit that one there. Again, I brought that red over just 1 second too late. But you can see I already have 3 stars, so it's not really... I'm not worried or anything. And I don't believe I got King Buddha trigger on that one. And... even if I did, I ended with 7, so it probably wouldn't have mattered that much anyways. So yeah, pretty good. Moving on to the next one. I really don't remember these levels all that well. Like I said, I've been playing 1195 for a while, but I haven't played any of these in a little bit. And this one's frustrating just in the case that the barrels are lined up on the far walls, and they can be sort of annoying to get through sometimes. And then the keys also falling on top of them, so that you can't really get... it's hard to get in between the key and the virus. I'd say it's probably likely that... What doctor is it? Lemmy would be good for this one. Just because those barrels are a pretty integral part of the whole thing. So just get rid of a bunch of them would probably be pretty great. And I don't even remember what my strategy was, so I'm kind of just watching to see. I assume I just kind of hit the barrels on the side, try to break them, most of them open, and then see what I can destroy. And I wouldn't want to leave the key behind for too long, because eventually you'll have to build back up to it anyway, so... Once you get to the bottom, at least on the left side, it's just 2 dirty coins, so you can destroy those by just clearing the viruses next to it. On the left side, however, the barrels go all the way down. I guess as well as the middle. I think I said the left side again. I meant the right side. And then the middle as well has barrels all the way down. I honestly was not too confident with this round, but I'm pretty sure I get King Buddha trigger. Because I got a lot of points left I need to get. So let's see. Yeah, I get him to trigger right there. And I was still worried about getting 3 stars, honestly, because I still had a lot left to clear. And there's quite a lot of points left in between those 2 stars that I'm at right now. So I was fairly worried. I'm about to get Wario's skill again, which certainly helps out with that. So we get a skill, gives me a bit more. I'm still getting points just by clearing all this stuff. Then I'm able to get to the reds a lot easier, and I get a double 2 green and red capsules, which is exactly what I needed. So I could have went really bad, but with King Boo triggering, it actually turned out pretty great. So yeah, I would recommend bringing in Lemmy, I think. I didn't try it, so I don't actually know how helpful it would be, but I would just assume that it would be pretty good. Yeah, I remember this stage now. So, in those blocks in the middle, it's kind of like the viruses are paired up with a color similar to the... Like, if you break one open and it's blue, it most likely next to it is another blue. So I'd recommend trying to get the blocks open so that you can destroy them at the same time. And then also, sometimes some of the viruses will line up nicely to help you destroy the colored crate that's coming next, so that's pretty important too. And I kind of just work my way through these colored crates and the bubbled virus sections, and then afterwards I was focusing on the actual stuff in the middle, which in part is really what they want you to be doing, since you're kind of working your way down to that red lock anyways, which is in that middle section there. I don't believe it's on the very bottom row. I think it's in the second to bottom, the one that I'm about to hit right now. So there it appears, and then a red should line up next to it somewhere so that you can destroy it with just a single capsule. All the blue coins should then be triggered, and the whole middle section is opened up, so you're able to hit any blocks or viruses that you have left. And then you'll most likely have the bottom row of stuff as well, which will all be in blocks. Maybe Wendy would be good for this. It did suggest Koopa Troopa, I think. So maybe one of them would be good. And I also got King Buddha trigger, which allowed me to get enough points to 3-star it. I did beat it without any of his capsules being used, but I didn't get 3 stars without it. So potentially you could bring in like a point boosting assistant and also do just fine. Either way you want to do it, I guess. Now this one, little arrow pointed in the corner there, with a bunch of extra capsule pieces. So you just kind of work your way through them, trying to get as many as you can before they disappear. Hopefully you can get at least one out of all of them. And then I got a pretty good setup at the end here, where I was able to get this blue one with 3 capsules left in it, which is pretty good. And honestly, this round felt really bad too, and also I meant that red and green one to be flipped the opposite way, but I was able to destroy that red one with it anyway, so it didn't turn out to be too bad. I'm fairly confident I get King Buddha trigger on this one, because I remember not being very confident in this round and still ended up winning. I only played this one like twice, to be fair, so it can be really tough to get in between these sections here. And also you have to worry about things getting bubbled and taking extra time to hit. I think I only get one thing bubbled. Actually no, I definitely get multiple things bubbled in this one. So yeah, because I end up destroying this green one, I'm pretty sure, and then something gets bubbled from it. Oh, and I also misplaced that blue as well, which is great. So yeah, we go in here, start clearing this stuff out. I wasn't really watching, but I'm pretty sure King Boo already triggered. Yeah, he must have. And you would have saw that already. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm fairly confident that's what happened. And then I just kind of break open some of these so I can get to a red fast, and then we just barely have exactly what we need. Well, we also had an extra capsule left over. So yeah. Another stage where it's just like, I got King Boo to do most of the work for me. So this one I brought in Goomba Tower. I played it a few times with Wario and it just wasn't feeling all that great. I figured if Goomba Tower could hit some of the stuff that's annoying for me, then it could go a lot better. For example, the stuff next to the fans. If Goomba Tower could take care of that stuff for me, that would just be great. So you really do have to clear it in terms of the purple coins. So you're going to start by going down this right wall here. And I recommend just destroying the viruses away from the fans, and like I said, trying to get Goomba Tower to hit the ones near the fans. Now I started off pretty poorly, wasting quite a lot of capsules. And I was, another round where I was just like, man, this does not feel good. But I didn't give up. I just kept going, and right here I just need to hit, I need to get a single capsule in there. And I was not able to do so, so I just bring down some greens instead. Hit that final coin in the corner there, which actually, if you just watch, Goomba Tower hit that exact spot anyways, because of course he did. So then we destroy the rest of the stuff here. Goomba Tower is actually doing pretty great in hitting the stuff I need him to hit. And all these viruses are lining up super nicely to clear the blocks. The blocks are a huge problem as well, especially this long wall against the fans. So you can, I didn't mention it, but King Boo already triggered. And I just barely, like, I moved this blue up. Oh, never mind. I just barely get exactly what I need to actually destroy the rest of the stuff here. Because I get that red and I don't have to worry about anything getting ice, and then I have enough blues to hit all of those blocks. And with that, everything's gone pretty well. So, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully the next levels will go just as well, and I will see you then. Goodbye.